Most people know the name Trump, but what if I told you the family's fortune today is far bigger and far wilder than anyone expects? When you hear Trump wealth, you probably picture big real estate mansions, golf clubs. But what if I told you that beneath the headlines, behind the public estate and the political drama, the financial empire of the Trump family has quietly ballooned? With crypto, global licensing, hidden assets and investments pushing their net worth even into the billions beyond belief? Today, we're digging deep, peeling back the public facade and exposing 10 shocking truths about how wealthy the Trump family is in 2025 to 2026. By the end of this video, you might see their wealth in an entirely different light. Let's start counting. Donald Trump, real estate mogul, former president, media figure. Across decades, he built a brand based on real estate, hotels, golf clubs, and high-profile projects. But in recent years, the Trump empire has expanded far beyond buildings and bricks. Today, thanks to a mix of real estate, cryptocurrency ventures, licensing deals, and business diversification, the wealth behind the Trump name has soared. And not just for him, but for his entire family. In this video, we'll unpack what assets the Trump family owns today, how new ventures skyrocketed their net worth, how each major family member fits into the wealth picture, and what wealth really means when power, money, and influence merge. This isn't just old money. This is modern-day global empire money. Buckle up, and this is wealth like you've never imagined. Fact 10, the core. Donald Trump's verified $7.3 billion net worth, 2025. To begin with, the patriarch himself, Donald Trump, is estimated at approximately $7.3 billion as of late 2025. This number doesn't just reflect real estate properties. It includes liquid assets, cryptocurrency holdings, licensing deals, and more. What stands out, a significant portion of that wealth comes from newer and riskier adventures, like cryptocurrency projects tied to his name. $7.3 billion, a best smile, and that's just the start. This isn't 1980s-style real estate mogul wealth. This is a 21st century asset empire. Fluid, global, diversified, and immense. Fact 9. Real estate clubs and resorts, still a massive foundation. Real estate remains a substantial pillar of Trump wealth. His portfolio includes skyscrapers, residential buildings, hotels, golf clubs, and resorts worldwide. According to recent valuations, real estate and property-related holdings from his empire are worth in the billions. This includes high-value assets like penthouses, hotels, office buildings, and a global network of luxury properties. Despite fluctuations in some real estate markets globally, this foundation gives the Trump fortune a level of stability, buffered by legacy property holdings that have been built over decades. Fact 8. Crypto and digital assets, the wild card that spiked their fortune. Here's where things get modern and controversial. A large portion of Trump's recent net worth jump comes from crypto-related ventures, including holdings and tokens tied to entities associated with the Trump family. According to recent valuations, cryptocurrency and liquid assets tied to crypto represent a substantial chunk of his net worth, contributing heavily to the $7.3 billion estimate. This shift from traditional real estate to digital assets is drastic. It shows the family isn't just resting on old wealth. They're actively reinventing their asset base in speculative and global markets. Crypto, the new currency of power, risk, and record-breaking wealth. This obviously comes with volatility, but for now, it has pushed the family's wealth far beyond conventional expectations. Fact 7. The family isn't just Donald. His children are loaded too. When you talk about Trump wealth, most people think of Donald alone. But wealth today extends across his children, and it's staggering. Recent estimates put the collective Trump family fortune, including adult children, significantly higher than just his own net worth, meaning a large portion of that family wealth is shared or distributed among heirs and ventures. For instance, Eric Trump is often cited with a net worth around $750 million. Donald Trump Jr. is estimated at $500 million. Younger family members with crypto exposure reportedly also hold multi-hundred million dollar value in assets. Trump wealth isn't a one-man show, it's a full family enterprise. That means the Trump family isn't just wealthy, they're a wealth dynasty. Fact 6. New business ventures and international deals have exploded since 2024/2025. What's changed recently? The Trump empire has expanded aggressively beyond U.S. real estate. New licensing deals, business ventures abroad, and corporate restructuring have significantly boosted the family wealth. According to recent reporting, these new ventures, particularly international licensing and brand licensing deals, have contributed hundreds of millions, if not billions, in additional value to the family fortune. This broad diversification, from real estate to crypto to brand licensing, turned a wealthy family into one of the richest and most complex financial dynasties in the world. Fact 5. The legal disputes, debts, and liabilities make the fortune even more fragile and massive. With great wealth often comes controversy and risk, and the Trump fortune is no exception. Despite the massive asset base, much of the wealth is tied up in complex holdings, variable value crypto, and controversial corporate ventures. Some valuations depend on volatile markets, crypto, licensing, brand value. Others depend on legal judgments, property valuations, and public business sentiment. So the wealth isn't just big, it's also risky, fluctuating, and hard to pin down. Billions can vanish with a single market shift in crypto, reputation, or regulation. That volatility is part of what makes this fortune so shocking. It's enormous but unstable. Fact 4. Their lifestyle matches the numbers. Private jets, mansions, global real estate, luxury assets. With wealth like this, lifestyle isn't subtle. The Trump family reportedly owns multiple high-value real estate assets, luxury properties, possibly private aviation use, and a global real estate footprint that most rich people only dream about. They have everything from penthouses in major cities to expansive global property holdings. The scale matches the scale of their fortune. This isn't casual wealth. This is global elite, power player level wealth. Fact 3. Their wealth growth. Since 2024 has been astounding, billions added in just months. One of the most shocking things, the speed at which the Trump fortune has grown recently. According to recent estimates, their net worth surged dramatically in just 1 year, thanks largely to crypto gains, licensing deals, and asset revaluations. This rapid accumulation suggests that their fortune isn't static or inherited wealth alone. It's actively growing, being reinvested, and expanding. This isn't legacy wealth. This is actively growing power wealth. For many, the idea of increasing billions in a matter of months, not decades, seems unreal. But it's the truth of their current financial reality. Fact 2. Hidden assets and financial structures make true wealth even harder to estimate. One of the biggest reasons people underestimate just how wealthy the Trump family is. Much of their wealth is hidden behind complex financial structures, trusts, corporate holdings, tokens, offshore investments, and cryptos. Even financial investigators admit it's difficult to fully trace or verify the real extent of their assets. Because of that, official net worth figures are often conservative underestimates. The real value, and what they actually control, can deploy, or liquidate, might be significantly higher. When your wealth lives in cryptos, shares, trusts, and global holdings, the official numbers are just the tip of the iceberg. So, when you see a billionaire's number, think of it as a base, not the full magnitude. Fact 1. The Trump family's wealth isn't just money, it's power, influence, and global reach. Finally, Mike, this wealth isn't simply for living lavishly. It's structured, strategic, and meant for long-term influence. With properties worldwide, investments across sectors, crypto holdings, business ventures, and brand licensing, the Trump wealth base is both broad and deep. They don't just own assets, they own influence in real estate, finance, crypto markets, global deals, and brand value. This kind of wealth means political leverage, business power, and generational legacy. It means they're not just rich, they are, for lack of a better word, a global empire. That's why their wealth is shocking, because it's not just money, it's power, repositioning, and legacy. Wrap-up notes. What to watch out for. Volatility, public perception, risk. Before we finish, a quick reality check. Such massive wealth also means massive risk. Crypto holdings can collapse with market swings. Real estate portfolios can crash with economic downturns. Political pressure, legal disputes, and public scrutiny can affect valuations. Hidden holdings may never be liquid. Fortune on paper isn't always cash in hand. So while on paper their wealth looks like a mountain, it could be more like a skyscraper built on shifting ground. When your wealth spans crypto, properties, and global deals, volatility becomes the only guarantee. That makes this an empire, but also one that requires constant vigilance. The Trump family isn't just rich. They're a dynasty of wealth, power, and influence, wrapped in real estate, crypto, and global deals. So there you have it. 10 shocking facts that show just how deep, how complex, and how enormous the Trump family fortune really is. From billions in real estate to crypto windfalls, from global licensing deals to hidden assets and influence, they're not just wealthy. They're among the most financially powerful families on Earth. If this video changed the way you see wealth, power, or legacy, hit subscribe. If you want more deep dives, more financial exposes, and more clarity behind the headlines, I'm just getting started. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the richest stories aren't the ones in the spotlight. They're the ones built in shadows.